Pizza delivery drivers, have you ever gotten with a customer on the job? 1. So it's currently summer and I'm in college, so I decided to get a summer job at a pizza shop in my town. I'm a delivery driver and at our location it's pretty busy, so I make a decent amount, which is pretty nice. But one day I was working and there was a delivery to a close by hotel. I always hated going to hotels or motels because those customers usually never tipped, and that means I get no extra money. The drivers could see all the deliveries on a screen in the shop, and I usually would search up the person's address to see their house size. A big house means they would most likely leave a big tip, and I would always hand pick the big houses. Yeah, I know, kind of a jerk move, but I gotta put food on the table somehow. Anyways, I noticed it was a hotel delivery and I was the only driver who wasn't on a delivery, so I was forced to take the order. I let out a little sigh and got into my car and started making my way towards the hotel. I arrived and I went to the second floor to find a room. I finally found it after a few minutes and I started to knock on the door. Little did I know I would be getting the best treat of my life. I started hearing shuffling in the room and movement towards the door, and an attractive Brazilian woman answered the door. I could tell she was Brazilian because of her accent and the music she was playing. She answered the door in a silky robe and she was revealing a decent amount. I started to stumble across my words and I could barely keep eye contact because you already know where my eyes were going. She was a solid 9 out of 10 and she was the one I needed, but I didn't know I was going to be the one at the time. But anyways, she told me to bring the pizza inside and she would get me the money for the pizza. I don't know if she put her wallet at the window on purpose, but she bent over and took an extraordinarily long time to get her cash. She was honestly giving me an amazing view and I wasn't complaining. She finally got the cash for the pizza, and that's when she started telling me how her husband was cheating on her and she came here to get her mind off of the situation. I told her I was very sorry her husband wasn't loyal to her and I hope things get better. She told me she wanted to get back at him but didn't know how to. That's when she pushed me onto the bed and asked me,